Be attractive. Be rich. That's all you need. What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius back again with another video. So if you do these things, right? If you do this one thing, actually, this one thing. If you do this one thing, you'll get all the girls you want, right? And that is to look good and have a lot of money, right? Yeah, there you go. That's the whole video. Just do those two things and you'll get a lot of girls. But let's talk about it a little more. How about that? You know, like, I can't make this video just like 2 seconds, you feel me? Like a minute long. I gotta make it at least 10, you know, for the ad revenue, right? The ads, right? So like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. All right, now that I got the real now I got the real motherfuckers who's gonna fucking listen to what the hell I'm gonna say. How do you get 99% of girls to be attracted to you and obsessed with you, right? What's the easy way? All you gotta do is just want more, right? In life, you just gotta want more. I feel like that's all you really need to get girls. Like, if you want to get a girl obsessed with you, you just gotta always want more, right? That's what men are like. Just be a man, right? Girls love men. Girls want a man. If you understand the dynamics between men and women and male, masculine and feminine, then women aren't really they're not really a complicated maze science, right? If you want a woman who's very feminine, like, because there's two types of women basically, right? There's masculine women and there's feminine women. Right? There's feminine women and there's masculine women, right? Because more girls are feminine than masculine. What is a feminine woman? A feminine woman is just a woman who likes girly things, right? Like, they like flowers, they like dresses, they like heels, they like going out, eating. They're just like doing girly shit, like smoking weed, chilling at the crib, not doing shit, just watching TV, right? Like a girl that's just being, right? And she's just being pretty. Like, the prettier the girl, the more you would assume the more feminine she is, right? But the thing is, there's something about a woman who's very feminine, and her like femininity just radiates out of her, right? Because there's pretty girls, but they're like more balanced, right? They're balanced, like, because I feel like most girls nowadays are like more balanced, right? They balance their masculine energy and their feminine, and their divine masculine, and they balance their divine feminine. Because a lot of girls, they got to go to school, they got to go to work, and in these places you have to act more masculine, right? Like, homework is a masculine thing because it's like work, you know? It's like using your mind and shit, and it's like things that typically men would do, right? And same as work. Like, when a girl has to work a job, like when I used to work at FedEx, right? And all the girls at FedEx were very not feminine, right? Like, because I was in the warehouse basically, and there wasn't a single pretty girl there. Like, there wasn't a girl that was like, damn, she bad as fuck. There was all right girls. Like, the finest girl in the warehouse was like a 2. You feel me? So it's like, that's very masculine work. Like doing shit like that is masculine. There's more niggas there than anything. So there's not really like too many fine, you know, you won't find any feminine girls. Like, you'll find feminine girls. Like, I live in Miami, so you'll find them in Brickell, right? Like, in Brickell, I always see all the finest girls in the nicest hotels, right? Because the finer you are, the more of a like a richer nigga you're gonna get. And rich niggas are like the masculine niggas, right? Because in order to get to that level, you have to have very masculine traits. Like, business is all very masculine. Like, business is all masculine traits, right? But what I'm saying is that there's two types of women. Like, you have the masculine women who work and they strive to get to the top at their jobs. They're just like, oh, I want to work up, I want to move up, I want to move up in their jobs and shit. And then you have the feminine women who just are lazy, and, you know, femininity is very lazy. It just wants to be, right? And when it comes to women, if you know the polarity and the dynamics between the masculine and the feminine, then you'll understand that the feminine desires the masculine, and the masculine desires the feminine. So the thing is, if you're going up to a girl, right, and she's very balanced in her masculine and feminine energy, it's like you gotta kind of neutralize that by balancing yourself as well, by having a splash of femininity and masculinity in yourself, right, in your being. Like if you have both of those, then you can have someone who's balanced. But the thing is, you gotta that's why it's important to like vet girls and like talk to them and shit, because then you can gauge how much of a masculine you need to be and how much of a feminine you need to be, right? Because if there's a super masculine girl, you have to be more feminine, right? She's gonna be more she's gonna be more attracted to a dude who's like, you know, like Russell Brand, right? She's gonna be more attracted to dudes like that are more on the softer side, right? But if it's a girl who's like super into her femininity, she's gonna be attracted to a hard ass nigga, right? Like a dude like in jail and shit. Like those are the girls that be riding for the nigga in prison and shit. Cause I always wonder, like, it's always so funny, right? I always wondered, why would a girl stay with a man who's in prison, right? Like, why would you come put money on your books, come visit you all the time, hold it down? Like, I never understood that, because I always thought women like rich men and men who, you know, men who were very successful, and I always figured that jail and prison was the opposite of success, right? Like it's literally the opposite of success, because you know, you're in jail. Right? So I always wondered, why is it that women would ride for these men, right? These niggas. But then I realized now, it's like, okay, it's because jail is for masculine niggas. Like if you're a masculine man, then you go to jail, basically, because I feel like that's what cops are looking out for, right? Like cops are basically just looking out for masculinity, right? Because masculinity is what it gives you the balls to go against society, right? When you have more masculinity, because all the niggas that I know that are very masculine, they go to jail, right? They take risks. Taking risks, one of the risks is jail, and a lot of times you fail. So when you fail, you go to jail, right? So yeah. You know, that's the whole thing. These feminine women, like these badass bitches, like I remember there was this one fine ass girl I used to follow on Snapchat, right? And I remember I would see her like going to visit her nigga in jail, and I was like, what? This bitch is so bad. She has so many followers. She has so much like this and that. And she's like, oh, I would never get with another nigga. My nigga's in jail. Da 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 da. But I didn't understand that. It's like, damn, that means that you gotta figure out your shit, right? Because your nigga's in jail. But yeah, basically, as long as you know the polarity between the masculine and the feminine, then you know how to which girls to talk to, basically, right? And which girls to like, that's how you spit your game. Your game is basically just going with the flow, right? You just gotta go with the flow and see what's up with the girl, you know? I feel like another big thing is that like most dudes are like, a lot of dudes are awkward, right? That's what it is. It's a lot of dudes are awkward, because I feel like it's just a society, right? I feel like dating advice, dating channels, all that shit, I feel like all that stuff is just very big because dudes are just awkward nowadays. Because I feel like being awkward is just being feminine in a masculine body, right? Because you don't know, because you feel like, oh, something's not right, right? Like something's not right. And you feel like there's something not right with you, and that's why you feel that way. And I feel like it's just like the things that's going on right now. So, I mean, as long as you are on your journey of becoming a man and you have that right of initiation, then you should be like, just try to strive to being the most masculine man that you can. Then that way you'll attract more feminine girls, because you attract what you are, right? So if you're just try to be the all around alpha male. That should just be your goal. Always want more. Like no matter even if you're 60 years old, you should always still want more. Like you should never coast. You should never strive. Well, you should always strive for more. You should never just be like, okay, I'm good where I'm at. You're not good where you're at. keep going, right? That's why even like if you're working out and you've been working out for 3 months and you see results, but you don't have a six-pack, but you don't have a big ass chest, but you don't have big ass arms, are you gonna quit? You like, oh, I'm good now? Because that's what happens to all of us. Like we don't keep going. We see the results we want and then we stop seeing results and we plateau. But the thing is, the results are after the plateau. That's pretty much it for the video. If you do that, all the girls will be pining out over you. I'll make more videos like this, so subscribe if you're new. I drop a video like every day pretty much. I might leave a link if I sell something, so just buy that. Subscribe if you're new, and if you guys have any questions, I really want to help you guys out, so ask me questions and I'll answer them in another video. And with that being said, oh yeah, follow me on Instagram at Torius, at 6 Feet Interviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.